Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a video that I feel like everybody's making right now. But I'm gonna make it anyways because I wanted to put in my 2 cents, even though you've probably had pennies being thrown at you this entire week. But yeah, here's another one. I'm gonna talk about the Will Smith Chris Rock situation. We're gonna get into it, and I'm just gonna let you know right now. If you disagree with me, I don't care. Like, this to me, I'm sorry, but like, I am not really open to people disagreeing with me because I just feel like this is common sense. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. But before I do, please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications so that you're notified of the next time that I post a video. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter will be in the description below. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the mess. So usually I would give a little bit of a background thing to like lead into the main situation, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows who these people are and everyone has already seen the video. I'm gonna show it anyways, just so that it's fresh in your minds, so that when I talk about it, it's fresh in everyone's minds, even though it's probably fresh in your mind. But I'm just gonna show the video now, and then we're gonna get into everything that happened.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it, all right? that was a nice one, okay. I'm out here, Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
All right. So let's just start from the beginning. Chris Rock is up there. I think he's presenting an award, actually. I don't think that he's an actual host this year. I think that he was just presenting an award, but obviously he's Chris Rock, so they have to have him tell a few jokes. So he gets to Jada Pinkett, and he says the G.I. Jane joke, and he just laughs. Everybody laughs, and you can see Will Smith laughing. That's the first thing that I want to address. Will Smith was laughing at that joke. You could see him laughing, and you could see Jada roll her eyes. And then the camera pans, and you can't see their exchange. At that point, I think that that's either when Will Smith turned and was like, wait, hold up, what did he just say? Or Jada looked at him and was like, you better do something about this. You better do something about this. That's the only thing that can come in my brain. I don't know what the exchange was between Will and Jada for him to turn that quickly. Maybe when he initially laughed, it was like almost like a laugh of disbelief, like, oh, I can't believe he just said that. I'm about to do something about it. Because sometimes people, when they're really angry, they can laugh. But I didn't get that vibe. I felt like he was laughing, she was upset, and the next thing you know, he goes up there and he slaps the man in the face. Now, when Will Smith walks up there and, of course, slaps him in the face, he walks away. How do you walk away when you just picked a fight with somebody? You just picked a fight with somebody, you got up there, slapped him, and then immediately turned around and walked away and sat down in your seat, and then you proceeded to yell at him. Then you proceeded to yell all these profanities at him. When you could have been a grown man and stood in his face after you slapped him and waited for him to do something. But you walking away like that, it almost like Chris Rock was laughing in disbelief. Like, was this a joke? Was this a bit? Was this a part of something? I don't think that Chris Rock really understood that Will Smith was actually that upset. Even after the slap, he might have still thought it was a joke, because the way that he said, Will Smith just slapped me, like that to me communicates to me that he felt like it was a joke. That's what it says to me. But Will Smith walking away like that and walking as fast as he did, and the look that he had on his face, almost like, oh, yup, like I'm the man, it gave coward. That's what it gave to me. Because if you were really that much of a man, a macho man, you would have stood there, you would have slapped him, and then you would have been in his face the whole time saying, don't talk about my wife. And given him ample time to understand that this was a serious, real situation, and Chris Rock could have taken whatever measures necessary. Now, at that point, after Will Smith gets up there and slaps Chris Rock across the face, and the Academy knows that this is not part of the show, why was security not called? Why were people not rushing on stage? Why was something not happening? Why were they just letting these people run rampant? It's like, I don't know why the Academy just like let that happen. Actually, I do know why. Because they were like, oh, those are ratings. I fail to believe that they're taking this as seriously as they would like. Because now this is going to bring in however many millions of more viewers that they need at the Oscars. Because quite frankly, all of these award shows are going down in views rapidly in the past few years. This just upped the views by millions for next year. So I think that's why they didn't go on stage. I think that that's why security was not being called. Obviously also because he's Will Smith, as if that makes him some type of god, as if that makes him like above the law and above any rules or any, he's just above it all, I guess, because he's Will Smith. That's just, to me, that's ridiculous. But I think that was the line of thinking for the Academy, was not only that, he's Will Smith, but also their ratings were going to skyrocket and this was going to be great TV. Because at the end of the day, it is all show business. Now, how I feel about this slap. Nobody has the right to slap anybody over a joke. Point blank, period. You don't have the right. Even if somebody says something really disgusting, you still don't have the right to slap them. That's just like something that we learn in like kindergarten. Actually, we learn that in like preschool, that you don't get to slap people because they say something that you don't like. You're allowed to argue. You're allowed to say something back, but you are not allowed to put your hands on anyone that did not put their hands on you first. Point blank, period. I don't care what he said. I don't care how your wife felt. You have no right. Point blank, period. That is the end of the discussion on that. Like, I don't understand how people are trying to justify this. And then on top of that, they're saying, oh, he's trying to defend his wife. Defend his wife from a joke? A joke. A joke. He's trying to protect his wife from a joke? He couldn't have spoken to Chris privately. He couldn't have even sat in his chair and yelled at him, don't talk about my wife. I would have had so much more respect for him if he had simply sat in that chair and said what he said after the slap without slapping him in the face. I still would have seen him as a clown in a lot of ways, because quite frankly, his wife will never protect him in that way. Never, not once has Jada Smith ever protected Will Smith. Ever. He has been the butt of every single joke for the past however many years on Black Twitter. I mean, the entanglement situation, are we going to forget? And did Jada ever think, maybe I should protect my husband from the ridicule and the straight emasculation that will happen if I make this public? Maybe instead of sleeping with August Alsina, who was your child's friend, and taking him to red carpets, maybe I should protect my husband from the sheer disrespect, emasculation, and the inevitable jokes, the inevitable ridicule. Maybe I should protect my husband. That has never crossed her mind. I promise you that. This woman is very selfish. I've never liked Jada Pinkett Smith. I've always thought in a lot of ways that there's something about her spirit to me, honestly. Because when I see all of the things that she has no problem saying in the media that would directly make her husband look worse and worse, that will directly disrespect her husband, and she keeps doing it constantly. Not we can scratch the August Alsina situation. Scratch that. I didn't even like her before that. Why do you keep talking about Tupac? Why do you keep talking about how he was the love of your life? How this, that, and the fourth, how you loved him so much. And all of these things. Oh, his love letters. Bro, you're married. There's a way to respect Tupac, to talk about your friendship, your love for him, without disrespecting your husband. There's a certain way to go about it. And she refused to go about it in any respectful way. But now it's Will Smith's turn to protect his wife from a G.I. Jane joke. Are you kidding me? And if Will Smith had even said something without slapping Chris Rock, I would have still thought that he was a clown in a lot of ways. So now you want to man up? Now you want to say something? Did you say something to August Alsina? Did you say something to all of the people who were talking about you, who were talking about your wife on Twitter, on the internet, all the time? They just had a situation where someone brought up the entanglement it was like a month ago. And what did he say? He laughed. But now suddenly we need to protect your wife? Now suddenly we need to protect your wife? I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's just the dynamic in this relationship is clearly off in so many ways, in way too many ways. Let's say the roles were reversed and Amy Schumer was on stage and made a joke about something that Will Smith is very insecure about. Do you and Will Smith was sitting there not laughing, rolling his eyes. Do you think that Jada Pinkett Smith, let me say her full name, let me stop. Do you think that she would have walked up on that stage and slapped Amy Schumer? Do you think that she would have done that? Is that the standard of their relationship? Are they both being held to that standard? You know for a fact she would have done nothing, because she has done nothing. She has done nothing to protect her husband, and she will continue to do nothing to protect her husband. The statement that she put out, oh, I'm here for the healing process. That was a statement you're putting out? Not protecting your husband, not supporting your husband while he's going through all this public scrutiny over actions that were supposed to protect you? Honestly, in my opinion, the real villain here is Jada Pinkett Smith. Why? Because it's clear, and to me, this is just how I see it. It's clear that they have had conversations where Will Smith has felt like less of a man because she keeps stepping out on him. And so he feels like he has to prove himself to her. And she has laid out, oh, this is how you need to prove yourself to me. And so now he's taken this opportunity on one of the biggest, grandest stages that he could possibly take this opportunity on. He has taken this opportunity to prove to Jada Pinkett Smith, for whatever reason, I don't get it, that he is the man for her. That he is masculine enough for her. That he will, quote unquote, protect her. Because when she steps out on him, whether y'all want to call it an open marriage or not, whether they want to call it an open marriage or not, first of all, number one, she runs that man. She runs him point blank, period. So if she says it's an open marriage, it's an open marriage. Regardless of how Will Smith feels. Because everybody knows that he did not want that. Everybody knows that he was hurt. Everybody knows that he felt like less of a man. So now he gets to take this opportunity to feel like a man because of Jada Pinkett Smith. Because she has not validated him. She has not uplifted him and supported him. We saw Jada Pinkett Smith not being that was not it wasn't about her insecurity. She was very powerful, quite frankly. We saw Will Smith's insecurity jump out and rear its ugly head. That man is insecure because he feels like less of a man, because everybody has been making jokes about his manhood. So what he did was he took the opportunity to try to prove his manhood, and all he did was expose how insecure he is in his marriage and how insecure he is as a man. Because going up there and slapping Chris Rock, when you have had the chance to slap however many other famous black men who have talked about you, mostly rappers, quite frankly, making jokes about entanglements, you have had ample opportunity to slap all of them, and you refused to. Because even though the entanglement, even though it's a joke about him, it's also a joke about her and about her, virtue, put it that way. It's about how she's basically stepping out on you. And you didn't protect her then. You didn't protect her honor then. But now, a joke about her being bald, that's what you're going to protect her about? It goes much deeper than this. And there was a reason why he slapped Chris Rock of all people. Everybody knows you slap the funny guy before you slap the tough guy who actually has something to say. Everybody knows that. Now let me address the joke itself. Did Chris Rock know that Jada Pinkett Smith had alopecia? Maybe he did, but I doubt that he did. I didn't know that she had alopecia. I don't keep up with that woman. And I doubt Chris Rock has the time or the energy to keep up with Jada Pinkett Smith and whatever she says. Not many people do anymore. So why would he know that? Like, honestly, why would he know that? People are talking about it's public information. Yeah, like Chris Rock is going to do his homework on Jada Pinkett Smith. There have been many women who had just shaved their head to shave their head. It's getting more popular. So when he made that joke, it to him was just a joke about how she's bald. Okay, I'm sorry, but if you're that offended over a joke about you being bald, maybe you shouldn't be a public figure. Okay? When you're at the Oscars, they make jokes about everybody. What makes you so special that you can't have a joke thrown at you? Now, I understand that she has alopecia, but at the end of the day, alopecia does not give you the right to, in my opinion, sick your husband on him like a dog and slap him in the face. It's not that deep. If you were really offended by that, you could have said something. You could have made a statement and everybody would have been on your side. I promise you, everybody would have been on Jada Pinkett Smith's side if she had simply said later on, I didn't like that joke because I have alopecia. Everybody would have been on her side. But instead, she had her husband go up there and look like a clown. I highly doubt that Chris Rock even knew that she had alopecia. So quite frankly, to me, it was simply a misunderstanding. That's how I see it. Because why would he know? Why would he keep up with her? That doesn't make any sense. What we need to do is we need to realize, especially in the Black community, I've seen a lot of Black people talk about how, this is normal, and almost making it seem like this is just Black culture. Black culture should not be violence. They should not be synonymous. We have to rid that from the culture. That is something that the Black community needs to work on. Is the immediate I'm just gonna slap somebody, I'm just gonna hit somebody. I know that it's deeply rooted, but there's really no excuse anymore to just go around hitting people, especially if you're Will Smith. Okay? There's no reason for that. And the black community, I've seen a lot of black people hyping him up as if that was something that was like supposed to happen or something good. That's ridiculous. And on top of that, it's not like he slapped a white man. It's not like he slapped another black man, a darker skinned black man, to keep it a buck. We talking about a light skinned couple against a dark skinned man. And we're talking about, oh, well, he's protecting a black woman. I've seen that time and time again. And that is clownery. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And you're not going to go up there and humiliate another black man, a darker black man than you, on the Oscars stage by slapping him. Okay? You know what that does? Honestly, it just emasculated both of you. Now neither of you look like real men. And now we've set the black community back even further. I don't care if people don't like respectability politics. At the end of the day, that's what happened. Not only was it humiliating in front of other races, but it's humiliating in front of the black community. Because we have a lot of people who are trying to change these negative trends, and then this happens, and it set us back. It set us back further. We don't need to keep violence in the black community just because it's a trend in the black. We don't need to keep it in and try to make it part of the culture. It shouldn't be part of the culture. We should eradicate it from the culture, and we should protect a black man who is just humiliated and emasculated on national television for millions to see. That's what we should do. Also, I was disgusted by how the people in the audience were reacting to Will Smith after he slapped that man in the face. They were hugging him. They were giving him standing ovations. He was laughing, partying it up. Dude, you just, number one, committed a crime on national television. And two, you just hurt somebody. Physically and emotionally. And everyone's just acting like it's okay. Because he's Will Smith. And Will Smith can do no harm. Will Smith can do no evil. That's the toxic culture of celebrity nowadays. It's like when you get to a point where you're one of those non-problematic celebrities, when you do something that is not only problematic, but is honestly disgusting behavior. When you do that, now suddenly everyone's just like, oh, well, they do no harm any other time. So like they're completely, nothing should happen. Nothing should happen. No, something should happen. And I'm sorry, but yeah, the Oscars should be reviewing his conduct. What they should have done was gotten security up there. And they should have escorted him out. That's what they should have done. Point blank, period. He should not have been allowed to continue to sit in that auditorium. I hate the whataboutisms. The whataboutisms kill me. Every single time anything happens, suddenly, well, what about this? What about the fact that Harvey Weinstein? We can talk about that, but that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the fact that this man went up there during the Oscars and slapped somebody else. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about people who have disgusting histories and shouldn't be at the Oscars in the first place. We can have that conversation, and that conversation should be had. But that doesn't justify what Will Smith did, and that doesn't leave him without any consequences. Now he doesn't get any consequences because Harvey Weinstein got away with something? No. What should happen is that change should come. And on top of that, how would it look if Will Smith was white and he went up there and slapped that black man for the same exact situation? Let's say Jada Pinkett Smith was still black, right? If it was a white man, suddenly, oh, he's not getting any consequences because he slapped a black man. That's what everyone would be saying. I promise you. But since it's Will Smith, and since everybody wants to get around all, everybody wants to defend this, everybody wants to act like this is just black culture, everyone should act like they're just getting away with it, oh, this just happens every day. No, like, these are supposed to be the people that represent the black community. They need to act in a certain way, point blank, period, on national television. You can say, yeah, like, people get slapped every day, but that's in the hood, that's behind closed doors, that's not in front of millions of people. You're not humiliating someone in front of millions of people on national television. So to try to make comparisons like that is ridiculous and nonsensical. It's ridiculous and nonsensical. It makes no sense, and I just need people to stop, because it actually makes me so upset every single time I see it. It really bothers me, because it's just like, wow, people just don't like think. They just say whatever comes to their mind, and they don't like process, like, does this make sense? Like, should I tweet this? No, they just press tweet, and then people like it because they have no sense either. I highly doubt that he meant his apology to Chris Rock that he finally made on his Instagram. That was just a statement. There was no video. There was nothing that actually confirms that it was actually from Will Smith's mouth. The only apology from Will Smith's mouth was when he received his Oscar moments later and was suddenly bursting in tears after he was laughing and chopping it up and acting like nothing happened after the situation had occurred. Suddenly, when you get up there and you get the Oscar, suddenly you're remorseful. And you don't apologize to the man, you only apologize to the Academy, because you want to keep that Oscar, and you know that you've just messed up one of the biggest accomplishments you can have as an actor, if not the biggest accomplishment. You know that you just ruined it because you didn't know if you would win or not, but now suddenly you know, oh snap, I just slapped this man and I just won this Oscar. I was going to win this Oscar. If I hadn't slapped this man, then this Oscar wouldn't be in question. It wouldn't be easily ripped out of my hands. And who knows if Will Smith is going to have the opportunity to win another Oscar? In all reality, who knows? Those are very coveted awards. And I'm sorry, but I didn't see Will Smith as being a top contender. So for him to win it, that was like a once in a lifetime thing, and he just messed it up. That's why he was crying. That's how I see it. Because he knew he just messed up something that, huge accomplishment. Does he deserve the Oscar after what he did? In my opinion, no. That's the least that they could do. They didn't call the cops on him, and he should be grateful for that. Because how would it look to have him being escorted out of there in handcuffs? Will Smith, escorted out in handcuffs because he slapped Chris Rock in the face on stage during the Oscars. Come on now. So, like, the apology, nonsense. He doesn't feel sorry for what he did, because he knows that at the end of the day, he accomplished what he needed to accomplish, and that was to prove to Jada that he is the man for her. Because clearly he's not enough for her. I know that sounds harsh. Hopefully he doesn't try to come up and slap me in the face. Oh wait, no. He only does that if Jada tells me to come slap him, to come get slapped. So, I mean, like, whatever. It is what it is. But clearly this man is not enough for her. And he probably struggles with that. And so how does he keep his wife? By doing what she wants him to do. And her whole statement, going back to her statement, I'm here for the healing process or whatever, something like that. Who's healing? Healing? What are you healing from? A joke? That's what you're healing from? Oh, who's the victim here? It's not you, and it's not Will. She is not a victim. I don't care what anyone says. Even if he knew about the alopecia. When you let your husband go up there and slap that man in the face, you're not a victim. Because nobody deserves to get slapped in the face over a joke. Nobody. Point blank, period. So she's not a victim, so who needs to heal? The only person who needs to heal is Chris Rock. And maybe Will Smith needs to heal his soul and find it in himself to sign those divorce papers, because, child, this marriage it makes me physically sick to think about it, because this man acts like a clown every single day, and this woman runs around all around town disrespecting him. And now we're just seeing the culmination of years of clownery between these two. And I'm just sick of it. They all look dumb. And I hope Chris Rock sues him. I really do. I feel like that, to me, would be just, and sue him for everything he has. Because you don't get to get away with doing that. You don't get to get away with that. Anyways, that is it for this video. Please enjoy this picture of Justin Bieber as I close out. But those were my thoughts. Also, side note, everyone's like, that was so traumatizing to watch. I'm like, do y'all not watch reality TV? Like, did you not watch Vanderpump Rules when Stassi slapped Kristen in the face when Kristen, I think, was like still lying about her sleeping with Jax? Or like, did you not watch Bad Girls Club? Or did you not? Well, like, I'm sorry, but like, come on. Like, now people are doing the utmost. They're like, oh, this is so traumatizing. He got slapped in the face. It wasn't like they fought, and they ripped the whole stage apart. No, he got slapped in the face. Chill out. So, like, even though, of course, it's a serious offense, and I mean, but for the viewers to be like, I am so traumatized. Bro, chill out, dude. Like, that is like nothing compared to the violence that we see in society all the time, and on social media all the time. Like, that's, come on, bye. Anyways, I just hate that, and I've seen too many people say that, and it kills me, so I had to say something about that. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below what you think. Even though, again, I feel like if you disagree with me, you're just wrong, because there's no way that you think that there's any justification for slapping someone in the face over words. Like, there's just no way that you think that there's like justification for that. And please do subscribe to my channel. Turn on the post notifications so that you're notified of the next time that I post a video. And follow me on Twitter. My Twitter will be in the description below. And yeah, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.